lot of support base from people. I probably would have stopped myself if it wasn't for people that came and encouraged you. But I did say it in the last session, so cover your ears, everybody that doesn't believe in God. It was complete faith in God. It was all due to a prayer I did at church during something called Miracle Offering, and we wrote on there debt free. I was in deep debt. You guys have to watch the documentary, and you weren't here last week, so sorry. I was in intense debt and I needed to get out of that debt, so we wrote down debt free, put it into an envelope, and the next day my business partner, Thomas Pace, we went into a business together to start. Also, he called me the following day. And to me, oh, thanks guys. So to me, that was like an answer to prayer. So anytime I went through anything difficult, it was like, no, it can't be, because this is the answer to the prayer, and God never lies, so it has to happen. In hindsight, I realized I had to go through those things, because the day after I got that phone call, I started spending the money in my head already that we were going to make. And I was spending it on yachts and houses. The journey that I went through, we got sued. The situation actually got worse. I got into even more debt, and that's how I ended up at the bank, because I had to exit the company for a bit and then came back into it. But by the time we actually made it to the top of the hill, I was no longer buying yachts, no longer buying houses. I was helping people pay off their debts and paying off my own debts, which is also why Aeons exists now, is to help other companies and build other companies. So it's changed my entire perspective and probably given me the drive and the goal and the mission for my life now. Otherwise, what am I going to do just in a yacht in a big house?
Go for swims.
No, you'll get bored of swimming forever.
I'm still in that process, trying to, firstly, it starts with aligning myself spiritually and connecting myself spiritually in a way that, is true to me. And then the second part is a process of learning and relearning, right? There's a lot of things that you pick up as you grow, your upbringing, you're being told this is how you should live, this is how you should do business, this is this. But then you realize that actually this is your story. You write it the way you want to, and it's not by anyone else's rules that you have to abide by but yourself. Because failure is not a for me, failure is not a problem if it does happen that you fail, but fail in your own terms, because in that way you can learn, you can adjust. When you're failing on someone else's rules, it's kind of difficult, because you cannot take the lessons that you need to, because there's so many permutations. What went wrong? What is it that I need to improve on? Was my strategy wrong? Do it your own way. And I think that's where I'm at. I'm learning so many things and redefining myself. Fezile, what I liked in what he shared in his story was the conviction. He wanted to prove a point. He had that. That's very important. Something that I learned that I didn't have. As much as I had other attributes, other characteristics, I didn't have that. Something that I needed to learn for myself. So it's been a journey of reflection, a journey of self-growth, self-development, and also really, again, finding my spirituality in a way that makes sense to me, because it's believing, isn't it? You have to believe,
100%.
Not what you were told, but you have to really believe in a way that you can truly believe, and that's the process that I'm going through.